What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent, and I'm back. Sorry I've been MIA a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy's been under the weather, not feeling the best last 4 or 5 days. Starting to get back to my stuff, starting to feel a little better. But we are here to talk about my Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, that's right. Their season ended this past Sunday with the win against the Cleveland Browns. Yes, with the end of the season at Acrisure, finished season 9-8, and once again, Mike Tomlin has another non-losing season, 9-8, third place in the division, above the Cleveland Browns. That's right. There's a lot of momentum and a lot of optimism going into this 2023 season. Mike Tomlin Company can get this team rebuilt on the fly, and I think this will be a dangerous team coming into the 23 season. Now, the biggest question this season was Kenny Pickett. What would happen? And I'm going to say this right here. I was wrong about Kenny Pickett. Can he be a Justin Herbert, a Joe Burrow, a Lamar Jackson, a Trevor Lawrence? Not to be seen, but he can be a really, really good quarterback. And I think he can be the guy, the franchise guy we can be as long as we develop and bring him along and put the right pieces in place. And I think he has the ability to do that. So, therefore, I was wrong with Kenny Pickett. And I'll admit that because I was not a happy guy come draft day. But when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can admit that. So, Kenny got his feet wet. Had some good drives, some game-winning drives against the Raiders, against Baltimore. Kenny did his thing. He played well in that second half against Cleveland. Kenny had some good games. He got the dubs when he needed to. Against Atlanta on the road, he showed some flashes. Now I know we finished last in touchdown passes, but that's okay. Trying to get the offense going and everything. But Kenny did his thing and he established himself. Now that the season's over with, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. What do we do with Matt Canada? It's been the biggest question. People want to really know about that. I think we should let him go and get a more pass-happy guy. I know we want to run the ball, but let's get a guy who's going to open the offense up because, like I said, we average a little over 18 points a game. I was second to last in the league. We need to be improved. I don't know who we can get an offensive coordinator right now, but I think we can have a step up. And I know Big T likes continuity, but we need to open it up and have some more explosiveness. We got some of the guys. George Pickens came along. Big season, over 50 catches, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns. Him and Kenny are developing something great there. I know Deontay didn't have a touchdown this year. He's got to stop running backwards. He didn't have a touchdown this year, but he's a guy I still see us playing with. I know we're not going to trade him. His contract's it's not terrible. We got Pat Freiermuth, who's going to be a star. I'm glad that the injury wasn't serious. Cam Harris' little brother had some good players. We got some good guys on the piece. Steven Sims, I think, will be back. I think we'll be good offensively. The biggest question, too, is what we're going to do with this offensive line. No, it needs to be upgraded. The draft and free agency are coming along. So the biggest question marks that right now, and I think the biggest need for the Steelers are going to be offensive line, linebacker, corner especially. Defensive line, which is sneaky underrated because Cam Hayward's getting up there in age. DeMarvin Leal is going to need another buddy. Tyson Lewis probably out the door. So there's a couple of things that we really need to address, and I'll get deeper into that as we get closer to draft season and free agency. Also, before free agency starts, there's a couple guys, 3 guys that I need to name that we need to absolutely resign. One is Damontae Kazee. He was hurt a little bit this year, but I like what I've seen from him, especially in that Cleveland game. He makes some plays, and the Steelers could use that 3-safety package, put Terrell Edmonds down to the backer position. I love it. The second guy is Terrell Edmonds. Now, keep Terrell, Damontae, and Mika together. And like I said, they can run that 3-safety package in a dime form, nickel form, everything. I think those 3 guys work great together. And the other guy is Zach Gentry. We just need some depth behind Pat Freiermuth, and then the rest can take care of itself. Also, maybe Cam Sutton, I'm sorry. We could bring him back on a decent contract. So we'll see. Maybe Larry Ogunjobi, bring him back on a 1-year deal just to keep that D-line rotated. But there's a lot of needs we need. But I know for a fact the number 1 need is offensive line. Sure, Kenny Pickett some help. We got that 17 draft pick, 17 pick. So we'll see what we can do with it. So we'll see what happens when our draft order comes out. We got all our picks. Then we can get deep in that. But I just want to talk about that. But I just love the season I've seen from these guys. The maturation. Mike T has done a great job. And once again, all those people in Pittsburgh and all the national reports and all the other media that wants to count this man out, he did a great job this year. And I think the arrow is pointing up for this team. Might have hit on the quarterback. Najee had a great year, and all the people were saying he was Trent Richardson, he was a bust. You were wrong once again. He came on late in that season, over 1,000 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, 3 reception touchdowns. we're on the right track. And the Steelers are going to do what they do as a great franchise and continue to add players and to get this team better. And Amir Khan and everybody I trust, and Iwayo in that organization, Mike Tomlin, he's going to get the guys that we need to hear to continue to help Kenny and company build and win. And let's get this thing going. And let's get in the playoffs next year. I fully expect the Steelers to make the playoffs next year. I fully expect them to contend. But we'll talk about later in these offseason moves. But I just want to give you guys what I thought about this season and where I'm at with it. I'm happy. I wish we could have been playing in Buffalo this week possibly, just to get Kenny his feet wet, more growth, get these guys together. But these main guys will be here. Shout out to Minka. He's going to make an all-pro team, 6 interceptions, tied for the league lead. His defense played well to end the end of the season, and I don't want people to forget that as we were getting criticized, and they carried us and helped us get these low-scoring wins. But all in all, a great season for our Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, the playoffs is the goal. Championships are the goal. We know that, but I have to be realistic. Coming from where we came from at 2-6, it was a long road looking up, but we did what we had to do. Fell a little short, but we'll be back. Pittsburgh Nation, we'll be back. Continue to wave those towels. I will be back more later. My Pittsburgh Steelers. More content to come from your boy Adrian. So always remember, follow me. Follow me on Twitter at Keeping the Score. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.